Colombia at Club Cañas Gordas.
Laura, you'll see in this match, the Colombians already 3-1 up. I talked a little bit about in the last one about the importance of team cohesion and working together as a pair. That's something these two do tremendously well. They really work together well. You rarely see them make a mistake where there's confusion between the two players, and they just gel really well together. They're not both the best players. We have better singles players here at the IRF World Championships, but combined, they become an amazing team. And so it's an example that you don't have to be a great singles player to be a great doubles player, and vice versa.
Yeah, I think that's nice to see, and I feel like it really opens up opportunities for players too. You don't have to be the best singles player in order to be a top doubles player.
Absolutely, and actually what we've seen in this tournament, for reasons depending on each country, we've actually seen a stacked doubles tournament. A lot of the national champions or players who would normally play singles are playing doubles in this tournament, maybe thinking they had a better chance at a gold medal. As a consequence, what that's actually made is a really tough doubles draw. Now for us fans,
it's great.
We love it. It's exciting, but you don't know the draw until you go to the coaches meeting here at the World Championships and discover who's playing what. And so I think there were a few surprised faces once they saw the draw sheet. Some mistakes from this Japanese team, Kono and Nakano. I apologize to the Japanese delegation here if I get their names wrong. There's a point.
It's going to make it 2-5 in game one.
Looks like we have a replay there. Franco apologizes. It's a correct call. Great get from Franco. He's very athletic. Look at how crowded it gets in there, Laura.
It does.
And then a mistake on the left from Nakano. If you're in Japan watching this, thank you for getting up early. It's 6:20 in the morning tomorrow. We appreciate you watching.
Quick hands.
Well, Franco missed the first one. He didn't miss the second. You'll see a lot of pinches from this Colombian team. Alejandro on the right especially really likes that right-hand corner. It's his favorite shot. Another mistake from the Japanese. Right now, they're just giving it. They're just giving it away. They need to take a timeout and regroup. They're down 7-2 already. There's a good example of that pinch. Beautiful from Franco.
Looks like Japan's going to take your advice, Tim. They're calling a timeout, which means we're going to take a quick break as well. But don't go anywhere. We have more of Colombia versus Japan in just a few moments. And we're back live at the 18th World Championship in Cali, Colombia, where we are watching the Colombian team against Japan. Pretty interesting start. I feel like it was pretty fast. It's already 7-2. It'll be interesting to see what Japan can do to switch things up. Maybe slow things down, Tim. You were saying during the commercial break, maybe they hold the racket up, try to regain control of some of this tempo out there, because you really don't want Franco and Herrera to run away.
Exactly. And they have 10 seconds. There's a broken ball. They have 10 seconds to serve once the score is called. you know, use some of that time to just slow down and stay in the moment. Maybe at least in my tenure here at the IRF, this is the first time we streamed Japan, and their quality team, they wouldn't be here otherwise. You don't get to the quarterfinals of men's doubles if you're not a good not good players. Alejandro there with reverse pinch, beautiful, nice shot. But they may be a little bit overwhelmed. It's a nerve-wracking experience for them doing this for the first time in front of a large audience. The crowd's against them. Oh, unfortunate there. And so they may rush things a little bit, try to do too much, maybe a little bit more than they're normally used to doing. As a consequence, you either hit it too high or too low. If you're hitting it too low, you're just giving away some cheap points. Alejandro. Oh, good cover by the Japanese. Good rally. Oh, that's got to be an avoid. Ooh. It was a point, yeah. Avoidable hinder. No argument from the Japanese.
That's tough.
Our official is Jaime Martel from Mexico. Good player in his own right. We like having players also.
Oh, miscommunication.
Well, that was a situation where Franco really could have taken that. Thought he'd save his partner for tomorrow. We do have several players who ref, and when I mean players, not necessarily obviously for the IRF World Championships, but they play professionally, which means they are familiar with the speed of the game and what players tend to do. Gives them a little bit of insight, understanding the game, the pressures, the tensions that exist.
Nice kill there from Nakano.
This is better from the Japanese. They've settled down a little bit. 4 serving 9. Got some points on the board. There you go.
There he goes, 2 points in a row.
Nice shot from him.
5 serving 9.
Oh, that's just concentration. It's just concentration. With a one serve, you can't make mistakes like that at this level. For those curious, we have a match going on to our right on the other court. Many people will be interested to know the results there. We've got Ecuador playing Mexico. We have Mexico serving for game 1 at 14-7.
Now those two teams have matched up a couple times before. To be interesting to see what happens at the World Championships. And of course, if you want to check out any of the schedules and results, you can go to internationalracquetball.com and keep up with us there. We will also be live streaming the semifinals starting tomorrow. That schedule will be determined later this evening, so look for it being posted on the IRF Facebook page.
Good shot from the Japanese. Big skip there from Nakano. It's interesting that Kono is the more experienced player. He's been to the IRF World Championships more than once, and he's playing the forehand. Normally the experienced player is the one playing the backhand, so good get though. Franco with a setup. Can't put it down. Oh, that's 2 bounces.
Ooh, tough rally.
Good effort there from Herrera, but unable to retrieve. So they're in there. They're fighting. They're down by 5. Maybe this is an opportunity for them just to try to figure. Oh, that's unlucky. Try to figure out some things for game 2. Franco has a little word with his partner. I had the opportunity, Laura, to interview them earlier in the week. They played Canada, which is an interesting game one, given that they played each other in the final 2 years ago. They closed it out in a tiebreak. I had a fun interview with them because Herrera is well known for, let's just say, his disagreements with referees. And so I asked them about that, and they have a team rule. Good shot there. They have a team rule that he's not allowed to talk to the referees in this tournament.
Franco is the official representative when it comes to talking to the officials.
That's right. He's a little calmer on the court. So that was fun to talk to them about that. You can catch that on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com and search for International Racquetball Federation.
And then subscribe today. And you won't miss any of the posts that the IRF puts up.
Franco with a setup. Oh, he skipped that one. It's a rare mistake from him. Talked to him a little bit. I think it's fair to say, the Colombian #1 player, but he's not playing singles here. And I asked him about that. He didn't at the Pan Am Championships either, if I remember, and asked him about it, and he said he just really enjoys doubles more than singles.
Able to focus on it and stay healthy for it too, I'm sure. I know it is tough playing singles and doubles.
But it also gives, oh, that's a rare mistake. Timeout from Japan.
With this timeout, which means we're going to take a quick break as well. So don't go anywhere. There is more of this match coming up right after this. And we're back at the IRF 18th World Championships, where we are watching Colombia versus Japan. Stick around, folks, because there is one more match of the quarterfinals that we will be live streaming for you right after this, which will feature Canada versus Bolivia.
Can't wait, Laura. That's going to be a really exciting match.
That will be another great one to watch. We've had some great matches so far today, a couple going to tiebreaker. After this event, I am positive the International Racquetball Federation will be posting these matches on their YouTube channel, so make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to International Racquetball Federation's channel. Check out all the videos they've been posting.
Oh, that was strange. Yeah, he looked unsighted. Once a screen doesn't appeal. Oh, there are no side judges.
That's
Line
right, so
judges
you
today.
can't appeal. Well, that explains it.
I assumed quarterfinal we'd have them. Doesn't look like right now we need them, though. There's not been very many close calls.
11 serving 5. They're calling encroachment.
Not happy with that decision, especially given that he just rolled it out on the front wall. That's where the line judges could be useful. But they have to appeal. Big skip from Herrera. He wants that one back. Went for a bit too much there. Really, right now, the Japanese team are making more mistakes, and so if Colombia just play clean, they're going to walk away with this, but making mistakes like that, you're going to keep the Japanese in on it. Franco, vamos, he says. That was a nice shot from him. While we're doing this, Laura, I should mention the World Senior Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Last week in August, beginning of September. It's 5 days. Play ranges from 35 up to 90. I was fortunate enough last year to see 2 90-year-olds playing on the court, and it was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It was such a treat. And when I say play, they actually play. It's, you know, it's not what you think. It's impressive. It's an encouragement for all of us that we can keep playing even though we continue to age. So we start at 35, go up in ages by 5. Players can come from any country, don't have to qualify.
Ooh, big skip again from
I'm a little biased. I'd say it's the most fun tournament I've ever been to.
Yeah, that's got to be an interesting dynamic, and I'm sure it is a really fun event. If you guys want to get more details, of course, you can go to internationalracquetball.com, find out how you can register and sign up for the event.
skip. 5 serving 14. I feel like the Japanese are almost just handing this to the Colombians. They're making a lot of unforced errors. That was a good example. He just went for a little too much.
Ooh.
Herrera, I
There's
mentioned his
pinch.
pinches. If you're not ready for them, he loves them. And if I'm a coach of the Japanese team, I might switch formations and have one stay up because these Colombians it's their favorite shot.
Game point for Colombia.
Now's a chance.
Quick hands from Franco. The high. And from
Good
Herrera.
defense.
Wow,
Oh, wow. Nice hands from Herrera.
Yeah.
Takes game 1. You saw the Japanese. They gave everything there.
They
Colombia
did.
just played defense, kept the ball alive, finally got their chance and took it.
Well, let's see if Japan can regroup and come back, take some momentum into game 2. We'll be right back with more of the World Championships live from Cali, Colombia. We're back in game 2 of our men's doubles quarterfinals between Colombia and Japan. Of course, I'm Laura McCormick, and Tim Baghurst is on the mic with me.
Laura, let's see if the Japanese can just clean up the mistakes a little bit. If Colombia are going to win, make them hit winning shots rather than just giving it to them with skips. Oh, Herrera went really high on that shot. Hit Franco. He knows he should have done better. It was a poor return from the Japanese. They can consider themselves fortunate. Oh, that's tough. Back glass, side glass is so hard to see.
Yeah, you know, and especially as the light changes at Club Cañas Gordas, we are at a half indoor-outdoor facility, which means the light changes all day. And so it really changes how that sidewall glass is. Even if you played singles earlier here today, it's different now.
Yeah, we had a replay there. Still at 0, serving 1. Good get from the Japanese. Herrera went for that pinch.
Unfortunate skip there by Kono. 2-0 in game 2.
Here's a chance. Another skip. They just need to settle down. You almost feel like they're trying to hit it too hard because they feel pressured to do something they're not used to doing. Colombians play great defense. Rare miss there from Herrera. They play great defense, and so it's almost like this pair are trying to force the issue rather than playing the way that they got here. Good hands from Herrera to get that back. They just can't put it down.
Ooh, there's that pinch you've been talking about from Herrera.
Yeah, and there's frustration from the Japanese because they didn't do too much wrong there.
Right.
They really attacked the ball. They tried to go deep, but Colombia are able to just keep it back, keep it up until they had their chance to take the opportunity. Against most teams.
Nice pickup.
Good pass there. Against most teams, the Japanese style is going to be working. But we're at the quarterfinals of the World Championships where we have the best 8 teams in the world, and you have to do a little more, and maybe they just feel like they have to, and so they're trying to play beyond their capabilities. creates mistakes, mental errors.
Broken ball, or swap that out and break it in a little bit. Franco serving.
Talked a little bit earlier about the mental game, and I would encourage players to train with sports psychology. It's not all about how fit and how strong you are and what technique you've got. If you can't hit it in the right situation at the right time and be mentally tough, even work together as a team.
So true. The mental game is such a huge part.
Rare skip from Franco. He really doesn't skip many.
Well, there's the first point then for Japan in game 2. It's 1 serving 5.
Good serve. Soft touch to the ceiling. Another unforced error.
Just short. Kono serving.
This is coming off the back. Herrera opts to go to the ceiling. One thing I really like about Herrera's game on the right-hand side is he really takes balls well that come across behind him. Jam serves, for example, in 2014, Canada really attacked him with jam serves, and he just hit them beautifully down the line, and he just seems to really enjoy that shot. And it's a very, very difficult shot to execute because you're coming off back wall, side wall. You don't know what's going to happen, but he plays that shot really nicely. Good get from Franco. Another one. Here's an opportunity for Herrera. Pinch. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Hit him, I think. Replays the call. Hit Kono's foot. Another skip.
7 serving 1.
Again, he really didn't have to hit it that hard. He went for too much. He could have just almost placed it in the corner. He had all the time. Here's Franco. What's he going to do? There's the example I was trying to suggest.
Super soft.
Taking the pace off it and just playing a smart shot. You don't have to hit every shot as hard as you can.
Japan taking a timeout. We'll see what type of advice they get from their coach on the sidelines and see what happens when we come right back from this commercial, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to game 2, where Colombia is winning 8-1 over Japan. This is the quarterfinals of the men's doubles. Coming up right after this, we will also be showing you men's doubles of Canada versus Bolivia, so don't go anywhere. There's one more free live streaming match tonight. Oh, skip from Franco.
Yeah, that was tough on the side wall. It was really difficult to return. Beautiful hands there from Herrera. So I took the pace off. Japanese just weren't ready for that. You saw an example there of the teamwork, right? The ball came down the right side. Herrera could have taken it, left it for his partner Franco to take that because he had a better shot.
Good teamwork and good communication.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Nice swing from Herrera, kind of jamming up Kono on the right side. We got a replay.
They're starting to, well, they're not starting to run. They are running away with this. Yet another skip.
I think, you know, you were talking about that mental training, and you can kind of see how the mental toughness is affecting Japan. You know, it's also in the body language. When you miss a shot like that, how you react can kind of dictate your next movements.
And your body language is something important because it doesn't just tell you how you feel, it tells your opponents how you feel. And so it gives them confidence knowing that you're frustrated.
Absolutely.
It's important to control your emotions on the court and not let it get the better of you. Sometimes you play horribly and you still have to fight your way through that rather than just giving up. Good return from the Japanese. There's that reverse pinch from
well executed by Franco.
Drive serve. There'll be a replay. Over to my right, the Mexicans won game one, 15-7. They're up 13-2 in game two.
Unfortunate. Japan making a lot of errors in this match.
Yeah, that was a little unlucky. It had a weird bounce on that left corner. How about that for a forehand pinch to the left side? Reverse pinch. So here we go, match point.
14 serving 2. Skip from Herrera.
It's mine, Franco says to Herrera with a laugh. It's easy to laugh when you're up 14-2.
Sure.
It's good to see they're enjoying themselves, though. Great defense from Colombia.
Yeah. Japan hitting it right back at Franco.
That's a good pass from Kono. Wide angle. Hit the sidewall. Went past Herrera into the back. They have a chance to get some points on the board.
Nice pickup from his teammate.
But again, it's defense right now. Franco.
Skip.
Drive serve coming up. How about that for a good shot? Oh, sorry, it skipped.
I was going to say, oof.
I thought that was good on the right side.
Colombia now with a couple mistakes in a row. And they're back in the service box, so it's tough with that one service rule.
And you saw his expression. He knows that was costly. He's put them back in the box on match point. Around the world is coming off the back wall. There's that pinch. Herrera finishes it.
Classic Herrera pinch. 15-3, Colombia wins over Japan, which means Colombia will be going on to the semifinals tomorrow. We're going to hear from the winners, interview Team Colombia in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Keep that stream going. And then right after the interview, we'll have Canada versus Bolivia in men's doubles. I'd like to thank Tim Baghurst for joining me.
My pleasure.
And we'd like to thank all of you at home for watching too. Don't forget to follow the IRF on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be right back with an interview with